Okay, it's been 20 minutes, so let's get back together and let's see, okay, what examples that you were talking about. Let's start with group G and group N, chapter 18, example 1 to 5, okay? Group G, can you begin? Or group N?
Yes, I'm from group N.
N, okay, very good. Okay, group N, can you tell us what
I,
example you were looking at?
I will present example 5 from chapter 18.
Okay.
Yes, with the question, what is it about? This activity is called Look Behind You. Is it a reading lesson based on a scary car story? With the question, what the teacher do? First, the teacher teaches car vocabulary. After that, the teacher gives students mix up sentences to put in order and have them discuss the end of the story.
Okay.
For
The end. Have them discuss the end of the story.
yes, for for the question, what do the learner do? Mm, the student match vocabulary words, work in pair to reorder the story and write their own ending to stay with the class.
Okay.
Yes, for the question, what did you like about it? First, I like that it combines listening, reading, writing, and speaking in one simple lesson. Second, the story is exciting, so it makes students want to read more. And writing the story ending lets students be creative and use their own ideas. Yes, for the question, what did you not like about it? I think putting trail sentences in order can be too hard for students.
Okay, maybe a bit too difficult for their level.
Yes, and cutting many paper strips take a lot of time for the teacher.
Okay.
Yes. For the question, what can we learn from it? I think we learn that reading is more fun when students do hand-on activity instead of just answering questions. And teaching new work first help students understand the text much better. Yes. For the question, what would you do different? I think I would use an online app to draft the sentences instead of paper strip because it saves time for me and make the class more exciting for students.
So do you know what the online app is? Do we have an app like that?
I would use the app called Palette.
So we mix the sentences and give the student the mix, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, very good. Thank you, Group N. Okay, so you see this is a very interesting activity, okay, where not only the students learn about the car vocabulary, okay, so these are very useful terms to learn about a car, and then they can learn to use the vocabulary in phrases, okay, in collocations. For example, you can check your mirror, okay, you can look in your mirror, you can fasten your seatbelt, and so on, okay, and then they can get into a story, a jigsaw story. So they have to rearrange the sentences to make a story, and then they will have to think about the ending for the story and write them down. Okay. So overall, a very good and useful activity. And then group and also suggest that we use technology to have the work of teacher easier. So instead of printing out and then cutting all of the sentences over here, you can use an app to help you mix them up. Okay, very good. Group G.
Hello, teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Group G, and I pick example number 2.
Number 2.
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
This example is about a reading activity, and it's called a poetry blend, where students can reconstruct the poem by filling the missing word.
Mm-hmm.
And can I see the
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Here teacher resend the poem with the plan first, and then provide the clue. Step by step. First of all, the teacher show the first letter.
Mm-hmm.
First, teacher ask student to look at the poem and then guess the word by themselves.
Okay.
And then teacher teacher give them time to think and read it. After that, teacher will ask them about the answer and then review step by step. First teacher review the first letter, and then the student will compare their answer to the others and then correct if they have the incorrect answer. And the
Mm-hmm.
next step, teacher review more letter. That means 2 letter, and then the process continue, and the student will guess, and teacher give more clue, and after all, teacher review the homework for the student
Mm-hmm.
to see the whole poem. And the student and then what I like about this one, I really like this activity because it's a very interesting and make the reading more engaging.
Mm-hmm.
And it combines reading comprehension with the vocabulary practice naturally, because they can use their own language, lexical knowledge with uh, that means the the real language to the apply to the the poem, and they can
Mm-hmm.
guess and then connect their knowledge with the knowledge in the book. I mean, and what did I not like about this? I honestly I really like this activity, and if and I don't have any I don't have any comment about this activity. And if I do something differently, I think I will add music to make more playful in the lesson. And what can we learn from it? I can learn that the reading activity should be encourage active uh, involvement rather than passive comprehension checks. Because in my experience, that my student really scared of reading because it's a little bit boring. Just read and read. But in this activity, I can see we can change the activity, change the content
Mm-hmm.
of the activity to have them feel more interesting and curious about the content of the reading.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Thank you, Group G. You said that you would, if you were to change one thing, you would add music to it. So how would you add music to this?
I should use the like non-lyrics and music to have them.
Uh-huh.
When you read the poem, you don't read
Uh-huh.
only just one tone. You can use the music to let them say the sentence up and down with the like
Okay.
chant teacher.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I
So
think it help memorize more than just read the poem normally.
okay. So just background music, you mean?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you, Group G. Okay. This is a very interesting activity, okay, and it's more suited to the a little bit higher level compared to what normal learners would do, because you're dealing with one particular kind of text, that is poetry, but then by cutting out some of the words in the poem and then asking the student to guess, okay, and then write down their prediction, and then they can through different activities try to get the meaning, the words behind, okay, the numbers over here before they get to the final product of it, okay, can create some kind of fun and then like a problem solving atmosphere that we engage the students. Okay, very good, thank you, group G. Next we're going with group F and group M, okay, from chapter 6 to chapter 3 in from example 6 in 18 to 3 in 19, all right? So group F, what example did you talk about? Or group M?
Hello, teacher. I'm with group F, and I pick example 6 in chapter 18.
Okay, example 6. All right, so first tell us what the example is about.
This example is cross curricular CLIL like lesson focusing on his exercise and body's physical reactions to sports. It is designed for teenage low intermediate learners at approximately CFR A2 per B1 level. The lesson aims to help students develop their reading, speaking, and writing skills through a meaningful topic related to youth and sports.
Okay, so what does the teacher do in this example, and what do the students do?
The teacher provides students with specific scanning and detailed reading tasks to help them identify information from the text. The teacher also guides vocabulary development, especially vocabulary related to health and physical reactions. In addition, the teacher sets up a speaking activity using a decision tree to support students' conversation and monitor the final writing task, where students create an information sheet about sport.
Okay, so this is what the teacher and the students do in the activity. So first, the student read, okay, the infographic over here, and then they try to find out what it means, what they want to tell you by answering the questions, right? And then they learn new words. And next, okay, what do they do with this? Okay, so this is a guide for them to answer questions, right? To make conversation, all right? And then they have to write, like a guide for staying healthy. All right. So what do you like about this example?
Sorry, teacher. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you repeat
what did you like about this example? Continue answering the questions.
Yes.
Mhm.
One trend of this lesson is the CLIL interaction. It connects English and learning with real life practical science, which makes the content more
Mhm.
meaningful and engaging for teenage learners.
Mhm.
Another change is the logical progression of activities. The lesson moves smoothly from receptive skills such as reading to relative skills, including speaking and writing. This
Mhm.
allows students to receive input before producing their own language. I also appreciate the use of scaffolding through flowcharts and decision trees. There's visual supports have students organize their ideas and reduce needed low during speaking activities.
Mhm. Okay, what did you not like about it?
um, one uh, poten, uh, potential limitation is the heavy lexical load. Some anatomical and health related vocabulary such as endorphins, flexibility, and sparring may be difficult for A2 per P1 learners if they are not introduced clearly before reading. Another issue is the transition from reading to writing. Students are asked to create an information sheet, but
Okay, all right, thank you, Group F. Okay, now the group coming up next. I, I, you know, you may you may use AI. Okay, you may ask AI to help you with this exercise. Okay, you may look at the example, you may just answer it, or you may ask the AI for an answer. But when you report, please don't read the answer straight from ChatGPT or from Gemini or from Copilot. Okay, if I want the answer from an AI, I can ask it myself. I don't want to ask you to just ask AI and just read straight the answer like this. Okay. So for the group next, just look at the example and tell me what you think about it. If you don't have an opinion about it, then just say we didn't have an answer, and then we can move on. Okay? Just don't read straight from the computer like this. It's not really helpful and not really what I want you to do with this exercise. Okay? All right, group M, can you tell us about your example?
Yes, hello teacher. I'm from Group
Mhm.
M. We choose example 6 from chapter 19.
So the same one?
No, 19 or 20. Oh, let me just check. Oh, 19, yeah. Example.
19. Oh, 6 or 3? You were supposed to do from 6, from 18 to 3. But you
Oh,
did
wait.
6 in 19?
Wait. Let me. No, it's actually example 3. Sorry. My
Okay.
bad.
All right. Example 3.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
this example is about a listening lesson from Smart Choice 2A.
Mm-hmm.
Students will listen to a radio quiz about continents and answer the questions about specific details. Um, what is it about? It's about listening for specific information through a fun quiz shows activities about countries, continents, populations, and geographical facts.
Mm-hmm.
We, the teacher, will introduce the topic, ask students to predict the answer, play the audio several times, check their answers, and then guide students to create and play their own quiz.
Mm-hmm.
The learners will look at the picture, make predictions, listen for details, compare their answer, and finally create and participate in their own quiz in their groups.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do I need to answer the next question?
Sure.
What we like about it is that the activity is very interactive and it's fun, and the quiz formats make students more motivated to listen carefully. What I don't like about it is that the audio has to repeat itself for like 3 times, and we think that maybe 3 times is a little repetitive for some students.
Mm-hmm.
And for what can we learn about it is that we can learn that listening practice can be made more engaging by using games and role plays, so that students can also use the language but also use the language when they hear in a meaningful activity.
Okay.
What would you do differently? If we were the person who did this activity, we would let students to use their phones or others resources to find maybe interesting facts for their own quiz. I think this would make the activity more creative and relevant to them.
Mm-hmm. So you mean for the second part of the activity where they get to develop their own quiz?
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you, group M, is it?
Yeah, yes, it's group M.
Okay. All right. So this is a quite interesting activity that you see here. Okay. And like quiz is something that a lot of language teachers use in their classroom. Okay. And it's fun, it's stimulating, it's captivating. It's fun to play. Okay. And then your student learn from the quiz, especially when you're teaching. In this case, that what they're working on. Are they working on comparative and superlative? Okay, they're working on general knowledge. Okay, but I see some of the questions down here, right? So, for example, largest, smallest, longest, highest, tallest. Those are the things that we can use, like in teaching grammar as well. Okay, so group F, I'm sorry, group M, right? Group M show us this activity, and then like also I have a question for Group M. You said playing the audio 3 times, maybe too repetitive. So what is your solution to that?
I think our team solution maybe is you can play it twice, but when for the first time there's no script, but maybe the second time you can turn on the script for them to read. That
Okay.
will be less repetitive for the third time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. Thank you, Group M. All right, next we are going to chapter 19. Okay, and we have Group E and Group L. Okay, Group E.
Yes, hello, teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Group E. My group choose the example the example number 6 in chapter 19.
Okay. Chapter 19:6. Okay.
Yeah. So this is an interactive listening game called Prize Giving, and in this game, there are two teams. They will listen to a text, and each person will choose a word from a given list, and then they whenever they listen to the word that they hear, they choose, they will sit down. So the winning team will be the one that have all members sit down first.
Okay.
In this activity, the teacher will divide the class into 2 teams and provide a list of vocabulary, explain the rules, and then read the story or the text out loud. The learners will choose a word from the list and make sure that they understand the meaning, and then they all stand up, listen to the story, and as soon as they hear their word, they will sit down.
Mhm.
I really like this activity because instead of just listening passively, this game make listening turn it into an active and engaging game by using physical movement like standing up and sitting down,
Mhm.
and it also motivates students to listen with a high concentration and focus on a specific words.
Okay.
The thing that I don't like about in this activity is that um, there there's a case that some student um, who they will hear their words very early in the story, so they will sit down right away, and from that time they will like lose focus for the rest of the reading.
Mhm.
Mm, mm, from this activity, we can learn that any standard listening text can be made into a lively interactive by turning it into a game with physical action and team competition.
Okay.
There one thing, no, maybe two, that I want to do to change uh, is that instead of just one word, I will require students to choose 2 or 3 words. So it will ensure that all students remain focused
Mhm.
through the entire passage.
Mhm.
And after the game, maybe I will ask them to pronounce the word that they choose correctly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. What else do you think can go wrong with this example?
I'm sorry.
What else do you think can go wrong with this example?
Go wrong.
Mhm.
They can choose the same words. Like, I mean, the duplicate.
Many students can choose the same word. Okay, that's not a problem. Do you think they can cheat
Mm,
if
I
they
don't
choose
think
a
so.
word and then they hear a different word and they want to sit down? They just sit down.
No, but the teacher can check.
Mhm. Okay, so how would you check?
Mm, when the student choose the word, they will
Uh-huh.
show and let the teacher know.
Yeah, or maybe they can write it down, okay, on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
So at the
Uh,
end, okay, if you want to check, okay, if you want, because it's winning and losing, right? And you want to keep it fair for everybody. Okay. All right, good. Thank you. Thank you, group. Is it group E?
yes,
Uh-huh.
repeat.
Okay. All right, good. Now group L.
Sorry, teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, teacher. I'm from. My name is Ngọc Tú. I'm
Mm-hmm.
from. I'm from group A. I
Mm-hmm.
would like to submit a report. Um.
Report about what?
Yes. Yes. Teacher, wait a minute.
Sorry.
Yeah. Report. The subject time capture. Um. It's about time capture activities. Student discuss and show
Are
object.
you doing this? Are you doing what we are doing?
What's
Group A. Group A is
yeah,
not your turn yet. Okay. Group A, you have to wait for your turn.
uh,
Okay. We are going. We are here.
assemble. Yeah,
We are here.
assemble.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait until your turn. Okay. Wait. Your turn is at the end. So wait. Right now we are going in order. Okay. Thank you. Group L. Group L, anybody here? Okay, nobody from Group L. Group D?
Hello, teacher. I'm from group L.
You're from Group L, okay.
Mm.
Can you tell us about the example that you discussed?
About example 8. This example is about changing element in the video clip to help students think more deeply about language and communication. The aim of this activity to encourage students to reflect on what they have seen and heard and understand how language and behavior may change in different situations. In this activity, students first watch film clip, understand the content, and then imagine how the situation could be different of some element changes, such as the season or weather of the character.
Okay. So they watch a film, okay, and then they discuss what would change, okay, if we change the season or we change the different elements, right? Or like how bright or how cold or how raining it is and so on. All right, so just watch movie and then reflect and then discuss. All right, so it's quite simple. Now tell us what you like about this example.
I like I like activity. This activity it gives students opportunity to explore language in a different context. And the student can understand that the way people communicate may change depending on the situation, relationship, and environment. And I like it because this activity encourage students to discuss idea and creating their own interpretation of the situation.
Okay, you say, like this activity show how, like conversation may change depending on context, okay, or relationship. So can you explain or can you, like clarify, like how would the conversation change depending on relationship? What would be the case in this example?
Example, one group can can think about
All right, thank you, Group L. Okay, we will continue with examples in chapter 20. Okay, Group D and Group K. Group D.
Yes, good evening, teacher.
Mhm.
Our group choose example number 2 from chapter 20.
Okay, example 2, the bear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So in this example, the activities could be the story reconstructions. So and the example here is about the story Kitty Red Cat. It is another version of the Little Red Riding Hood.
Mm-hmm.
So what the teacher gonna do is that they will briefly introduce about this story to the student, and then they will give them some 12 species of the sentences in the story, and
Mhm.
let the student to reconstruct it and put them
Okay.
into the correct order.
Mm-hmm.
And what the learner will do is that they're gonna read each of the sentences, and they will through the time they read the story, I mean the
Mm-hmm.
sentences, they will understand it, and they will also find out the relationships between the sentences, and then put them into the correct orders.
Okay.
And what I like about these this activities is that um, this activity, I think that they can work in groups, or maybe in groups of 4, or can work in whole class too. So
Mhm.
I think that is interactive because the student have to read, and they have to understand the all of the sentences, because if they cannot understand it, they cannot put them into the correct order.
Okay.
And what I didn't like about it is it might time consuming, because they have to read all of the sentences, uh, and I think this might be a bit hard for the lower level student. They might
Mm-hmm.
struggle while try to understand the sentences, and try to find the connection between those sentences in order to put them in the correct order.
Right.
And what can we learn from it is, I think that this activities is really good uh, for the student to learning the grammar and the vocab, and it's also a good example for them to see that the real example while they're using the coherence and cohesion in the real story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, instead of just saying just let give them just a single sentence, so it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
hard to understand about it.
Okay.
And what would I would do differently is that I will let the student to color code the forensic device, like the kitty red cape, and the pronouns can be placed for it, like she or her, and
Mm-hmm.
the prince, and he or him, and then the student could highlight the word that refer to the same person, in order to let them easier. Mm, it like to make them, like give them a hint to connect the sentences.
Okay. All right, very good. Thank you, Group D. Okay. This is again a very interesting example. Okay. It has the jigsaw element that we saw, in similar stories before, examples before. But, I agree with Group D that this would be, like a more difficult and challenging one. Okay, because they have to see the connection between the sentences, and they have to develop a storyline in order to put the sentences in order, right? Some scaffolding or some help may be needed during the process. Okay, and the rest of it, like this part where they substitute the different names in a story with, like pronouns or adjectives and so on. Okay, I think that's quite good. All right, good. Group K, can you
Yes.
tell us your example?
I'm from Group K.
Mhm.
In chapter 20, our group chose example 4.
Example 4, message to the
Yeah,
future.
message to the future. Yeah. This activity is about a student writing an email to their future self, and it practices email writing and language for making prediction about the future.
Okay.
And in this activity, the teacher role is put students into pair or group, then ask them to discuss their future life, and have students with language difficulty maybe guide them through the email writing process. And the student will choose a future time and make prediction about their lives. Then they write an email to themselves. After checking their writing, their English, they send the email to be delivered in the future. And for the second question, what did you like about it? I like that it's a meaningful writing activity. It's a really interesting idea, I think. And students have a genuine purpose for writing, so it can be more memorable and motivating. And the next question, what did you not like about it? I think the disadvantage of this activity is that it depends on the technology. So maybe some lower level students don't know how to send the email or you or access the suitable website, and also the elementary level maybe they will find it difficult to organize the ideas or write without enough support. And what can we learn from it? We learn that writing activity is not boring, and when they have a real purpose or connect to student personal life, the activity, the writing more engaging. Yeah. And the last question, what would you do differently? As I mentioned before, the lower level student may face the difficulty to organize their ideas. So I would provide a writing frame before student write, so they can so this would help the student organize their idea and feel more confident.
They will provide a frame.
Yeah.
From to write. Okay, so like something like an outline.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
okay. All right, very good. you said one potential problem is that the student may not know how to 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 use emails or websites. Okay, so if you, for example, you have a class of students who don't use email or don't use websites. Okay, how can you change it to make it work for those students?
If don't use email or website,
Mhm.
it's just it's just a basic course like writing the future line into the paper, and
Okay,
then
and then add it somewhere. Okay, all right, good. Thank you. Thank you, group. Was it group K? Okay. Group C.
Hello, teacher. I'm from Group C.
Mm-hmm.
I would choose example 10, chapter 20.
Example 10,
Example 10, yes.
9, 10. Okay.
Okay, and about this example, I can see that this is about digital class activity.
Mm-hmm.
And this is mix of dictation and memory for the P2 learner. And this activity, I think, is helping the student remember how to use and how to you remember and forget.
Mm-hmm.
And uh, in this activity, the teacher can separate the student into the group of five
Mm-hmm.
and read a short text out loud for several times, and the student can just focus on listening, and they can write down what they can hear afterwards, I think.
Mm-hmm.
uh, and the what do the learner the student can do like they will do with a partner, like like I said before.
Mm-hmm.
They can do with a partner like a piece to piece for what they can hear to share each other.
Mm-hmm.
And in this activity, I think the activity is quite interesting. And I like this activity is about the activity can mm, they can this activity can make the student work teamwork together, and can creating a really friendly and relaxed classroom atmosphere, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I dislike this activities only a little bit because this activity require them uh, to regrade the text word by word, exactly word by word. So
Mm-hmm.
it can be feel like it can make the student feel stressed, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And when you focus on listening, you will catch the only the vocabulary, and then you
Mm-hmm.
will forget the grammar.
Okay.
And the best, I think, the best thing of this activity is they can make the student can listening about multiple times. They can and the teamwork they can have together observe the lesson much more deeply than a
Mm-hmm.
single or high pressure listening task.
Okay.
And if I did this activity, if I can use activity, I will like I will change a little bit about, instead of forcing them to memorize every single word, I can ask them capture the whole picture, the main point of this
Mm-hmm.
of this paragraph, I think, and you it to target grammar correctly.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Uh,
very good. Okay. So instead of just like retell the story word by word, maybe just give the main idea, or you can paraphrase it, right? As long as the idea doesn't change, then that's good.
Yes. That's what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Group C. Another good example that we see here. Okay, Group J.
Hello, teacher.
Uh-huh.
Our group also choose the same for 10.
Okay.
And
So the same one.
I just want and we have the same idea with group C.
Mhm.
So there is one thing I want to add is for the question. Let me see. The question number 2. From that, I think that a student can combine listening, writing, and speaking. And now question number 5. If I can choose that this activity, I could take a minute at the end to highlight the structure, remember and forget, go with to verb or verb in on the board. So student might notice the words during the activity, but they often miss the actual rule behind them. So from that, they can wrap it up on I wrap it up on the board and log the lesson, so they can know how to use the grammar correctly on their own.
Okay, very good. We also have like a grammar topic right here. Okay, remember and forget the 2 special verbs. And I think it would be very useful to have like that kind of reminder at the end for them to really understand and really use the 2 verbs correctly. Okay, very good. Thank you, Group J. Okay, now we move on to Group B and Group I. Okay, we have example 1 to 6 in chapter 21. Group B.
Yes. Okay. Now I'm gonna present. The example I choose from chapter 21 is example 2. Yeah.
Example 2.
Yeah. This is an improvisation activities. Yeah. It aims to develop student confidence and fluency in speaking. 2 students will come to the front while the class decide who they are, where they are, or what they are talking about. The 2 students then improvise the conversation based on what the other student decide. The teacher can also give student a card that's showing how they would speak in a conversation, such as like angrily or politely, something like that. That is the example. And the things I like about these activities, that it can be it literally can be anything. It doesn't have to make a complete sense, because the situation is created from random choices made by the student. It can lead to unexpected result. I think that can make the student more curious and excited about what will happen next. And because of that, they may become more engaged in the activity instead of not having their attention to the class. And more willing to speak.
Okay.
And what I do not like about it is, for me, as I back to the day when I was in secondary school, I already engaged in this kind of activity before, so I can remember exactly the feeling when I get to participate in that activity. I was really excited and also nervous at the same time. So I think this activity could be straightforward for shy or less confident student. Speaking naturally in front of the class can make them nervous and may cause them to less confident, become less confident to speak in the future. So especially if they do not have enough vocabularies to express their idea. Yeah.
Okay.
And what I learned from it is um, the student may lose interest when they can already predict what the lesson is going to be. For example, if I say we are going to study grammar today, they may immediately expect the rules, the formulas, and repetitive exercises. And therefore, I think the lesson, and therefore they think the lesson will be boring instead. However, when we give them a freedom to create something unexpected through their own choices, they may become more curious and excited about the outcome. This show me that adding some elements of surprise or creativity can make students more engaged in learning.
Okay.
And for me, what I would do differently and why, as I said, I don't like which I don't like about this activity is that it can cause shy or less confident students to be nervous or less likely to speak. Then I would give students a short preparation time and let them practice in pair before performing in front of the class. And I will assist them with the vocabularies that they need.
What would they practice on? When the
Yes.
activity is free speaking, right? They don't
Yes.
like. So what kind of practice do you think they would do?
What kind of practice? You mean like you mean like sorry, you mean free practice or control practice, right?
The activity itself is free speaking, so they don't know the topic until they come up, and then the student give them a topic, right? So how would they practice?
As I already tell you before that the conversation it can be anything because the two student that is chosen, of course, they are the most confident student in the class, and they are able to handle the conversation smoothly. Yeah, and the other student will get to choose who they gonna be. I mean, their role. Each of the two will get their role. Like the first one can be the policeman, and the second one can be an astronaut, something like that. And 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 then they will choose the location of the conversation, where the conversation take place. Yeah.
Oh, so they do all of that before they practice? You mean?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you, Group B. Okay. This is an interesting example, and you can see it is quite useful, right? One of the key for us to help our students overcome their lack of confidence in speaking is this kind of activity. Okay. Unless you open your mouth and start speaking, if you don't do that, you will forever have a fear of speaking. And one of the most important tasks for a teacher of speaking is to help your students overcome the fear of speaking and start to speak. Okay, and this example that Group B just showed us is a useful one. Okay, you just come up here and open your mouth and speak about anything. Okay, we just give you a topic and you can say anything you want about it. So if you do that frequently enough, the student will overcome the barriers of speaking, and they can speak naturally and freely. Okay, good. Thank you, Group B. Group I. Group I. Group I is not here. Group A.
Hello.
Okay, sorry. Group Tu Trang, are you Group I?
Right. Group A. I'm
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Hang on a minute. Group I. Did anyone from Group I just wanted to speak? No. Okay. Group A. You can go ahead. Group A. Tell us about your example.
Right. Hello, teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Group A. I'm Ngọc Tú. I would like to present today a report on the topic of example 7 time capsule.
Example 7 time capsule. Okay. All right. Tell us about this example.
Yeah.
What is it about?
So, what is it about? It's about a time capsule activity. Students discuss and show objects that better represent life in the present, so that people in the future can understand what's our life was like. What the teacher do? The teacher introduced the idea of time captures, ask students questions about the future, give instruction and set time limits, organize students into pair and small group, monitor the group and take notes, list the whole last discussion and have students reach a final decision. Discuss language problem at the end. Yeah. What do the learner do? The learner think about what object represent, multiplies, discuss and share their idea in pair or make a list of objects they would like to put in the time captures. Negotiate and review their list so everything can fit in the box. Present and discuss their choice with the whole class. What did you like about it? What's this you like about it? I like this activity because it's a interesting, communicated, and student center. It gives students many opportunities to express their opinion, negotiate with other and reach an agreement. Find what this do not like about it. One possible disadvantage is that the activity might take a lot of time. Some students might also dominate the discussion, while we student might have fewer opportunity to speak. Step 6. What can we learn from it? We can learn that a good speaking activity should encourage students to communicate, cooperate, negotiate, and make a decision together. The teacher should ask mainly for facility rather than doing on the talking. 7. What would you do differently or why? What would give student a short list of categories such a technology, food, fashion, transportation, entertainment, and cultures. This would help students generate idea more easily and make the activity more organized, while still allow them to be creative. That's all, teacher. Thank teacher.
All right. Thank you, Group A. Okay. Group A just show us another activity that is similar to some of the activities we have just talked about, right? So it's about time travel, and then you must send, like two objects to the future. So like helping the future generation to find out what they are, okay, and then and learn about our culture. This is interesting, okay, but one of the issue is that it can be a little bit vague and a little bit difficult, right, for children, right, because the level here it may require a special vocabulary to do it. So one of the suggestions we can find here is that to give them the vocabulary to talk about this. Okay. All right. Good. Group H. Can you tell us your example?
Hello, teacher. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I
Yes.
present for group H.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I will answer the example 12. Okay.
12.
Yes, 12.
Okay.
Okay. Firstly, our example is example 12, movie making. It is a speaking activity designed for adult learners at the upper intermediate level and above. The aim is for students to analyze, perform, and film drama scenes. Students use a story, a novel, exact, or a crossbook dialogue as a basic for their own film. Uh-huh. The teacher will provide the text, gives introductions, monitor students, and provides help and feedback. The student analyze the text, discuss the acting and direction, playing their own version, adapt or explain the text, and perform and film it. What I like about this activity is it is consists of creative and motivating. The student have a meaningful reason to communicate in English, and they can make the original text their own. However, I think the activity can be difficult to organize because it can take a lot of time and may require equipment. There is also a risk that some students may be left out of the filming process. For example, I learned that speaking activities should give students a meaningful purpose for communication. I also learned that we need to think carefully about participation and classroom management. And if I use this activity, I would divide students into small groups and give every student a specific role. I would also set a clear time limit for planning and filming. It would make the activity easier to manage and ensure that everyone can participate. That is my own answer.
All right, thank you, Group H. Okay, so
Yeah.
Group H just show us this example about movie making. Okay, so the student will make a film, make a movie about the topic, and like Group H said, this is not an easy thing to do. And if you just give them the task without any structure, any support, any scaffolding, they would just, some student may not participate at all. So, but still, participation is a problem with this, these kind of activities, right? And so I like the suggestions that you have, that you give roles to everybody, give a clear deadline, okay, and provide detailed instructions so they can just step by step and complete the project, okay. All right, good. Thank you, everybody, for for sharing your examples. Okay, so we have listened to almost all of you here. Okay, and each of you have chosen an example. Okay, and here we come to the same activity as yesterday. That is, like how to take this example that you just talked about and then translate it into the lesson plan format. Okay. So we know what happened in the example that you just introduced, right? But then you need to take it and then rewrite it in a way that can help teacher visualize, okay, what they are going to do and the student are going to do. And that will easily help, carry out the lesson in class. Okay, so again, I want you to just take the example that you've just studied and then break it down into smaller steps. Okay, and then for each of the step, will tell me the time it takes. Okay, the kind of interaction that happens, what the teacher does, and what the learners do. Okay, and this is also the format for you to begin to think about how to describe your activities in your lesson plan. Right. So in your individual lesson plan, you have set up the goals and the objectives for your lesson, right? And then you have thought about the materials that you're going to use, who your students are, in what conditions are you going to teach them, what may go wrong, okay, and what are your plans for dealing with things when they go wrong. Okay. Now I want you to take the objectives that you have set for your students and then begin to think what kind of activities that you will want to do with them. Okay, you are teaching grammar. What kind of activities will you do to help your students learn grammar? You're teaching reading and listening and writing. What kind of activities are you organizing, right? And we have talked about teaching grammar, teaching vocabulary, teaching pronunciation, and teaching listening, reading, speaking, and writing today, right? So use the examples and the knowledge that you have learned from the examples, okay? And then put it in your lesson plan and see what you can do to make your lesson fun, engaging, interesting, and useful for your students, right? So I want you to think about the activities that you're going to do, and then you will describe them using this format that we have here, okay? Put it in the lesson plan for your own lesson, okay? And think about what you need to prepare in order to conduct the activities, right? So this will be your homework for the lesson today. I want you to discuss ways to improve your lesson plan, okay? And then you may think about it and work on your own lesson plan. And then you may share with your friends in your group and then get feedback from your friends, okay? All right, so that's the thing I want you to do before we end the lesson. I'm going to give you some time to ask questions, okay? Because we are going to give the presentations on Saturday and Sunday. So I am pretty sure there may be some questions among you on how to do it, okay? Any questions about this or about the presentation on Saturday and Sunday?
Yes, I want to ask, Chef.
Mm-hmm.
If we have some activity, so we need also to bring our materials, or no need. Of course, in our lesson plan, we have to prepare some materials in our lesson plan. So, do we need to bring to present?
Yeah, if you are going to show us the materials, you need to bring it. Okay. If you are not showing us the materials, or you think it is not important to show, then you don't show it. Okay. But when you submit the portfolio 3 weeks from now from Sunday, whatever you put in the portfolio, I want to see it. Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And yes.
I want to ask that is there any specific kind of format for the portfolio? I mean, it can be in Word or in PDF or something as such. Yeah.
It can be what you have it in right now. Okay, so right now you're working on a Word document, you're working on Google Doc. It can be in any format.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. But make sure I can see it. If I cannot see it, I will have to contact you to upload a different format. Yes, sorry. No.
Yeah, I want to ask about the presentation. So for the individual lesson plan, when we present, we just present the procedure, the how we teach, or we have to present all the elements in the content not all of the lesson plan, like the objective, assumption, learner description, and so on.
You have 10 minutes, okay? Make sure that within 10 minutes, everybody understand what you are going to do.
Okay.
So if you think it's not important, you can skip it or you can go quickly over it, okay? But, pay more time, spend more time on the things that are important.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Hi, teacher. I want to ask about the knowledge. I mean, in each individual lesson in the book, we keep the core knowledge, and we can use any activity to teach the knowledge. That's right, teacher?
Yeah, as long as the activities go with the objectives, okay? That's fine.
Yes.
So you set the objectives and then you design the activities. If the activities agree with the objectives, that's good.
So I mean, it is the activity have to match the objective and the learner. That's right, teacher.
Yeah.
Thank you, teacher.
Any other questions?
Teacher, in the unit plan, the time we still put the 60 minutes?
You don't need to put the time for the unit plan, okay?
Yeah.
Just put the time for the individual lessons.
Okay, and we just need the unit goals. We don't need the unit objectives, right?
The objectives for the individual lessons. So in the unit plan, you will have like a unit map, okay? And in the unit map, you need to put the objectives in here.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah. Hello, teacher. I have a question about the group presentation on this Saturday. Could you please tell us how the presentation order will be decided? Example, will group A present first, or we will the group roll class?
Okay, go to classroom, go to the guide for class 9 to 12. You see the order there. I'm showing it on my screen. Can you see it on my screen? That's the order, okay? So Saturday morning, group ABC, okay? Saturday afternoon, D, E, F, G. Sunday morning, H, I, J, okay? Sunday afternoon, K, L, M, N.
Yes, thank you, teacher.
All right, questions? Okay, if you have no questions, remember the homework for today, okay? You have the same activity as yesterday. So I can just post it up here now. So basically you do the same thing, right? You take the example that you talk about, you turn it into this table format, and then you upload it into this folder, okay? I have put up the folder number 2 in here. So after you have done it, you can just upload it, okay? Group A, yesterday you did not upload your answers. So group A, if you have answers for the activity yesterday, okay, you should upload it too. All right, so if you have no more questions, now it's 10 minutes to the quiz. So take a short break and then come back at 10 minutes to do the quiz, okay? Remember, go away at 9:30, so make sure you do it and then submit before 9:30, okay? I'm gonna be here until 9:30. So if you have more questions, you can come back here at 9:30 and ask me. If not, I'll see you again tomorrow and then Saturday in person. Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night, and then I'll see you tomorrow, if not later.
Thank you, teacher.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Sorry, teacher. Dừng đã. Sorry, teacher. Sorry, teacher. Sorry, teacher.
He's away, maybe.
Sorry, teacher. Sorry, teacher. Hi, teacher.
3 minutes left. Two minutes left.